There have been so many great players in NBA history, which is why a handful of them retired without or currently still do not have any championship rings. Have you ever wondered who the best players are that do not have a ring? In this video I will be showing you the top 10 greatest players with no championship rings. Hello there and welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by, it is highly appreciated. If you enjoy quality NBA content, you've came to the right place. So yeah, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe with those bell notifications on. Without further ado, let's get right into this video. Dropping in at number 10 is George Gervin. Gervin started his career off in the ABA, but his best seasons came once he was in the NBA. Gervin became a four-time scoring champ, averaging 27.2, 29.6, 33.1, and 32.3 points per game in those seasons. The Spurs legend player played 14 seasons, including his ABA years, and scored 26,595 points. That's an average of roughly 1,900 points per year, which is incredible, especially considering he played in just 30 games his rookie season in the ABA. Dropping in at number 9 is Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller made only 5 All-Star games, but he was the original three-point shooter. He made 2,563 pointers in his career, which is pretty insane by the way, and it is still the second most of all time. He poured in 25,279 points over his 18-year career, but never won a championship. Dropping in at number 8 is Dominique Wilkins. Wilkins was one of the best dunkers in NBA history. He was a freak athlete who faced off against Michael Jordan in one of the greatest dunk contests in the league's history. He lost to Jordan just like his Hawks team so often did. The 9-time All-Star took just 15 seasons to score 26,668 points, but never had a good enough group around him to win a championship. Dropping in at the number 7 spot is Allen Iverson. Every NBA fan has saw the clip of Iverson stepping over Tyronn Lue back in the 2000-2001 finals. Iverson won the MVP that season even though he and the 76ers lost in the finals to the Lakers. Iverson, despite being just 6 feet tall, was a 4-time scoring champion and was able to score against a large of opponents in the paint. He also had some of the best handles in the NBA history, which is why he has a highlight reel of crossovers and ankle breakers. Dropping in at number 6 is Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing got a lot of flack for being dunked on so much by the Bulls players, but he is one of the greatest centers of all time. That's a fact. He was great at the moment he came out of college, winning Rookie of the Year award and making the All-Star game in his first season. Through 17 seasons in the NBA, Ewing made 11 All-Star games and scored 24,815 points. The biggest issue for him in the Knicks was simply that the Eastern Conference had so many good teams during his time. Ewing and the Knicks did manage to make it to the finals while Michael Jordan was playing baseball, but they lost to the Houston Rockets and Hakeem Olajuwon. Dropping in at the number 5 spot is Chris Paul. Since we're already on the topic of all-time great point guards, Paul needs to be discussed. While he's still active and will have a few more shots at winning a title, his prime will start fading soon if it hasn't already. So I'm comfortable with including him on this list. Through all of his completed seasons in the league, Paul has made 9 All-Star games, been an assist champion 4 times and a steal champion 6 times. For the number 4 spot, we have John Stockton. Hardly your typical NBA player, Stockton carved out a large legacy for himself as the NBA's all-time assist leader. In his long 19-year career, Stockton led the league in assists 9 times and steals twice. He finished his career with just under 20,000 points, which was 19,711 and 15,806 assists. The second most career assists in NBA history is 12,091, nowhere even close to Stockton's total. It's hard to argue that there ever was a better passing point guard than Stockton. Dropping in at number 3 is Elgin Baylor. Baylor was on the 1971 Los Angeles Lakers team that won an NBA title, but he retired 9 games into the season because of injuries. It took Baylor just 14 seasons, 2 of which while he played just a combined 11 games in, to score 23,149 points. If we factor out those 2 years which were basically lost because of injuries, Baylor averaged 19,029 points per season. That's more points per season than the NBA's all-time leading scorer Kareem Abdul-Jabbar averaged during his career. At number 2 is Charles Barkley. It's rare for someone of Barkley's height, 6'6", to get so many rebounds. He's 19th in NBA history, by the way. That, plus the ability to score, made him a dynamic player and helped him win an MVP. He also totaled 23,757 points during his 16-year career. While he's famous for being one of the 25 greatest players in league's history, he's never managed to win a championship despite being an all-star for 3 different teams during his career. And finally, at number 1 is Karl Malone. The mailman is easily one of the 20 greatest NBA players of all time. He went to 14 All-Star games in his 19th year and won 2 MVP awards. His pairing with Stockton in Utah really was something special, but the team never got over the bump despite making it to several NBA finals. Malone is 2nd all-time in points scored and 8th in rebounds, putting him in rare air with Moses Malone, Wilt Chamberlain, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as one of the 4 players in the top 10 of both of those categories. That's it for the video, guys. If you agree with this video, be sure to slap a like on it, and as I always say, if you don't agree, still slap a like on it. It really helps out a lot. It helps get the channel out there when you guys interact with us more. Be sure to leave a comment letting me know what type of videos you would like to see as well. Thanks for stopping by. Remember to subscribe with those notifications on if you're new here. You really don't want to miss a single upload, I assure you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.